Hello, welcome students in online lecture of Mahatma Gandhi Government School Seva. Today's topic is understanding quadrilaterals. Unit 3, class 8. First of all, we will understand what is quadrilateral. Prior to that, we have to discuss certain basic fundamentals of geometry. First of all, what is plane? Anything like a plain paper is called plane. Does not have any hinges, curves, anything else. Only plane is called. Next comes out is polygon. As the name suggests, polygon. Poly means more than one. Here we are discussing what is more than one. That is side. That is line. That is curve. If I draw a structure which has more than two lines, or which is simply made of only line, is called polygon. But polygon should have a closed structure and only made up of line. If I made like this will not be a polygon because it is not a closed structure. There is a gap between lines. So anything which has a closed structure and made up of only line is called polygon. Polygon have certain types, classifications of polygon. Classification. First is triangle. What is triangle? As the name suggests, triangle. Anything which has three angles is called triangle. One, first and second. First, one. Next is quadrilateral. As the name suggests, quad means four. Lateral means sides. Anything which has four sides is called quadrilateral. Next is pentagon. As the name suggests, pentagon. Penta means five and gon means sides. Any structure which has five sides is called pentagon. Next is hexagon. As the name suggests, hexa means six. Gon means sides. One, two, three, four, five, and six. Next is octagon. Next is nonagon. Means 9 and 8 sides respectively. Next is decagon. Deca means 10. So, according to number of sides any structure have, we have a classification of polygons. 3 sides, triangle. 4 sides, quadrilateral. 5 sides, pentagons. 6 sides, hexagons. 8 sides, octagon. 9 sides, nonagon, and 10 sides, decagon respectively. there is more structure than the 10 sides also exist in the polygon. Now we will see certain constituents of polygon structures. If I draw a structure, what is this? This is a structure of rectangle. As I said, anything which has four sides are called quadrilateral. A rectangle is also type of quadrilateral. Now we will see this structure. What is this? The line joining A, B, C and D. Line joining B and D. What is the name of this structure? This structure is called diagonals. Diagonal. What is diagonal? Anything which is di means two. Gonal means sides. Sides means any two vertices. VER vertices. Any structure which joins opposite vertices of any structures is called diagonals, or divide the structure into two or more than two parts. So any structure which joins two opposite vertices is called diagonal. Now we will see exterior and interior. What is exterior? Anything outside the structure. Anything. If I extend this line to this and make an angle, then this angle will be exterior. Anything which is inside the structure is called interior. So the part which lies inside the structure is called interior structures or interior of any structure, and anything which lies outside the structure is called exterior parts or exterior of any structure. According to angle's existence or structure, there are two types of polygons. That is concave and convex. As the name suggests, we studied in science class that what are concave and convex things. Anything which does not have or which has only angles protruding to outside, does not have anything intruding inside the structure, is called convex. Like convex lens, which has interiors thick and sides thin. Same is here like with the structures. Any angles which are protruding to outside, not to inside, is called convex. If I draw a structure and make an angle which is protruding inside, this is called concave structures or concave polygons. If I draw the same structure like this and remove this structure and make this to here like this, this structure will change to convex. So angles should be protruding to outside, does not protrude into inside in convex and inside in concave, like the lenses in the science. Another concept is regular or irregular polygons. Here there are two things, sides and angles. If I draw a square and I draw a rectangle, a square will be a regular polygon. How? I said there are two things we have to consider while deciding that the structure is regular or irregular. That is sides. So in a square, every side is equal in length and angles also equal, that is 90 degree. So anything or any structure which have equal sides and equal angles will be a regular structure, and here we are talking about regular polygon, so the square will be a regular structure. So anything which have equal sides and angles is called regular structure. Now we will talk about the rectangle. It has four sides, but these two sides are equal to each other and these two sides are equal to each other. So not four sides are equal, but angles are all equal, that is 90 degree. So it will not be a regular structure. It will be a irregular structure. So anything which does not have equal angle and equal lines is irregular structure or irregular polygon. Now we will talk about angles. If I draw a triangle and say what will be the sum of its interior and exterior angles. What are interior angles? In any triangle, the sum will be 180. Sum of all three angles A, B, C. All interior angles will be 180 and exterior angles will be 180. In quadrilateral, sum of interior angles will be 360 and exterior also 360. So sum of exterior angles will be sum of all exterior angles. What are all exterior angles? 4. These are exterior angles. So angle 1, 2, 3 and 4, the sum of exterior angles will be 360. In which quadrilaterals? First structure about which we are going to discuss is trapezium. What is trapezium? Trapezium is any structure which has 4 sides and 2 sides are parallel to each other. 2 sides should be what? Parallel, not equal. First of all, we have to what is parallel and what is equal. If I draw 2 lines, these are not equal in length, but they are parallel. If we move with these lines forward, they will never meet. Any 2 lines which never meet is called parallel lines, and any 2 lines which are equal in length, if this is 2 centimeters, this should also be 2 centimeters, are called equal lines. It does not mean that they does not cross each other at the infinite. They can cross each other at infinite, but they should be equal in length. But what are parallel lines? Any lines which does not meet each other at infinite is called parallel lines. So we are discussing trapezium. So any structure or any quadrilateral which has a pair of parallel lines is called trapezium. Now we will discuss parallelogram. As the name suggests, parallelogram. Parallel means parallel structure. Anything which has something parallel is called parallelogram. If I draw a structure, these lines are parallel. Opposite lines, a pair of opposite lines are parallel is called parallelogram. A pair of opposite lines are parallel is called parallelogram. Elements in parallelogram. Elements means if I name this A, this B, this C and this D. These are called angle. A is opposite to angle. So a parallelogram have 4 sides and 2 are parallel to each other. First. Another thing is it has 4 angles, that is A, B, C, D. We can name these according to our choice. But angle A will always be opposite to angle this. These are opposite angles. Now we will talk about adjacent angle. Angle A has 2 adjacent angles, that is angle B or angle D. If I talk about adjacent angle of D, they will be angle A and angle C. So the side angles, the adjacent angles will call be, every angle should have 2 adjacent angles, that is angle C and angle A. For D, if I talk about angle C, which are adjacent angle? That is angle D and angle B. Same is here with the sides. If I talk about adjacent side of DC, if I talk about sides which are adjacent to a side DC, what are these? CB or DE. These are the adjacent sides of this angle. Now we will draw a diagonal. These diagonals cross each other at the center, or they only cross but does not be perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular means anything which is falling on other structure or other line makes angle of 90 will called be a perpendicular structure. But these diagonals which does not fall as perpendicular to each other. In what? In parallelogram only. One more thing, that opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. If I write angle A, that is, this angle is 20 degree, then automatically the opposite angle is C will also be 20 degree. So opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. And adjacent angles are supplementary. What is supplementary? If I draw a structure at angle A and angle B, angle C, angle. If I write these are 20 degree and I draw a line, if I draw an angle, it means this half circle will form angle of 180. So supplementary angles are that which together complete form angle of 180. If this is 20, the supplementary angle B will form 160. Then it will be 180. So adjacent angles of parallelogram forms supplementary angles. Now we will talk about rhombus. What is rhombus? Anything which has properties of both. That is, first is parallelogram and second is kite. If I draw a structure like this, it looks like that it's a kite, but it has the properties of parallelogram. What are the properties of parallelogram? Opposite sides are equal. Pair of opposite sides are equal. These are called diagonals. If I name this A, this B, this C and this, diagonal AC will be perpendicular bisector of DB. Perpendicular bisector means as I said, perpendicular means if anything falling on the adjacent or opposite side and forming the angle of 90 degree is called perpendicular. Now new vocabulary came out, that is bisector. It means if it's falling on this line, if AC is falling on DB, it means it is making angle of 90 degree and cutting this, dividing this DB into two equal parts. That is DB, D, if I name this as O, if this AC falling on this, it will divide this DB into two equal parts. It means DO equal to OB. If I write this as a 5 centimeter, then after perpendicular bisector from this COC, it will divide it into DO and OB, which are equal. It will be 2.5 centimeters and 2.5 centimeters. This is called perpendicular bisectors. So in rhombus, what is? Two sides are parallel and diagonals are perpendicular bisectors to each other. In what? Rhombus. Now we will talk about rectangle. Rectangles have opposite sides are equal. This side will be equal and parallel to this side, and this side will be equal and parallel to this side, and all angles are of 90 degree. And diagonals will not be perpendicular bisector to each other. They are only perpendicular. They will form 90 degree only, but will not be perpendicular bisector. If I discuss about perimeter of any structure, if I draw a circle, I draw a triangle and discuss about perimeter. As the name suggests, perimeter. Peri means anything which is around any structure or any closed structure. If we talk about what is enclosing, this circle is enclosing this area, so this will be a perimeter of circle, or we can say outer boundary of any structure is called perimeter. If I talk about this, these are the perimeters of this. So anything which is enclosing any area or forming boundary of any structure is called perimeter. In triangle, this will be perimeter. If I calculate this structure's length, then we will calculate the perimeter. The part, what will be the perimeter? If I name this L and this as B, this will all automatically, because this is equal and parallel to this will become L, and this is also equal and parallel to this will become B. So we have 2L and 2B. If I said L plus B plus B, because these two are equal, it will become 2L 2B. What is common between two? Between these two, 2 is common, we will take, to L plus 2L plus B will become the perimeter of this rectangle. What about triangle? If I write this A, this B and this C, then perimeter will be A plus B plus C. What about this? This circle can be represented by 2 pi. R means radius and 2 pi means the circle. So any structure's boundary are called perimeter. Now we will talk about a square. What are properties of the square? All four sides are equal. All four sides are equal. All angles are of 90 degree. And diagonals are perpendicular bisector. Diagonals are perpendicular bisector. Now perimeter, if I name this as A, That what I said, that all four sides are equal. So all becomes A. If I want to calculate the perimeter of square, what will I do? I will add all these four sides. So A plus A plus A plus A. What will become? 4A. So 4A will be, or 4A means side. 4 into side will become perimeter of what? Square. Now we will see one more. If I made a structure and this is parallelogram, I name this is 90, this as 20, how will I find x? What I said, any quadrilateral or have sum of its interior angles will be 360. Angle A, B, C and D. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D will equal to 360. If we know the value of these three angles, we will place the value of angles here. Angle A 90. Angle B, don't know, it will be S. Angle C 60. Angle D 70 is equal to 360. Now we will add them. 130 and 90 equal to 220 plus x barabar 360. Now if we transfer this 220 to this side, what will happen? The sign of these angles will be changed. They will convert it into a negative. So x equal to 360 minus 220. So x will be 140. So this is the way to calculate interior angle. And I also said the sum of exterior angles of polygons are 360. If I make a structure like this, and I say, let's calculate the x. What will I do? I know that a straight line has a value of angle 180. If it has a value of 180, then what will I do? 180 equal to 60 plus x. I will transfer this here. 60 barabar x. It will be 120 degree C equal to x. Now today's homework. Do these exercises of unit 3 in fair copy of maths and submit 5 questions from each exercise in school homework